Hey guys, my Faha Mini Mansions here. Oh boy, let me tell you about the most wonderful, most powerful experience I ever had with the Lord, following the rapture dream and heavenly experience. Wow. Okay, first of all, the Lord is coming back, and that's how much I love Him that much. And I choose to be on His side, which is a wise decision. And I choose to be with Him and to follow Him and not man, and follow Him and not the world. And I choose to have the kind of heart He has. And He knows I'm trying, and He knows you're trying. So, but in my dream, let me get right to it. In my dream, my rapture dream, I was at the bank and Walgreens, Walgreens again, and at the bank. Okay, let me not get them mixed up. At the bank, I was sitting at the teller, and I was talking, and all of a sudden, time just slowed down for a bit. It just slowed down. Then there was a bright flash. Then all of a sudden, I was gone, and my clothes was in the seat. I got Bible verses backed up as well, like in my other videos. And same thing happened at Walgreens. I was in line, and all of a sudden, time when people was walking, all of a sudden, time just slowed down. It just slowed down. And again, I was taken when my clothes just fell on the floor, and outside, souls are just getting snatched up from left to right. And Jesus is in midair, and souls get snatched up from left to right. And as Jesus was in midair, same thing was at the bank, He was in midair. But in the bank, it was a flash. But at Walgreens, it was a flash again. And He was snatching souls up from left to right midair. And soon as I got raptured, as soon as I got raptured, I was up in heaven, and I felt like a drone going over the souls. They're like souls are talking to each other. Like I was in front of all the souls. It was like I was first in line, right? And I was like standing right in front of all the souls, and the beam of sea was right there. And as soon as I was flying up over all the souls, it was like, wow, there's so many. Like, I'll fly up high as I can. It was like, what, 20, 30, or 40 footballs length of souls. Like, yeah, like fields and fields of souls, like a whole field of souls. Just, there's so many of them. I mean, I couldn't even see that far back. There was so many. And more after that. And as soon as I came back down, I was facing the beamer seat. And I bowed before Jesus. I bowed before Him. And when I bowed before Him, I said, "My Lord, my God." And what else I said? I said something else too. And I think I said, "I serve all you and only you." And He put a crown on my head. Yeah, a crown right on my head. And as soon as I got up, I told Him I loved Him, and I hugged Him. And He said, "Welcome home, son." And after that, we all just threw a party. Or start partying. Yeah, we all start celebrating. We all start partying. That was the greatest feeling ever. And when I told Him I loved Him, He said, "Welcome home, son." And I think He showed me His scars. He showed me like this, His hands like this, and the nails in His hands. Yeah, showed me nails in His hands. And when I told Him I loved Him, and I hugged Him, and that's when He said, "Welcome home, son." And yeah, that's when he was throwing a party. His face is light though. His face right here, it was light. It was light, and he had a crown on his head. And everybody started celebrating, throwing up. They just started celebrating. Yeah, they started celebrating, and yeah, that was the greatest feeling ever. I mean, I didn't even want to wake up, man. It felt so real that I didn't even want to wake up or anything. It felt like I was actually really there in front of all them souls. And it felt like so real that I didn't want to leave at all. It felt so peaceful, so quiet, so loving, like I really belonged, like I wasn't an outsider at all. And everybody started cheering me on, hugging on me, touching on me. It was, it was a party celebration that was meant to be, that I was waiting for so long, waiting for the moment for so long that it finally happened. But yeah, that was my heavenly experience, But yeah, it's all to do with the rapture. It's all to do with Christ in your heart. But if you accept Christ in your heart now, it'll be well worth it in the end. Trust me, because heaven's gonna celebrate like you never seen before. It's gonna throw the biggest, greatest party that you ever seen before. I mean, this is gonna put a smile on Jesus' face. Man, I mean, woo, it's gonna make him so happy. He gonna throw the biggest party you ever seen, the biggest celebration. Everybody gonna be cheering you on. I mean, wow. I mean, why would you want to miss all the fun, all the action? Why would you miss that? Why would you not want that? And the mansions and the crowns and the rewards. I mean, why would you want... I mean, you gotta be a fool to miss out on all that. All the good action, all the food, all the drinks. I mean, a place to stay. You're not homeless. You're not hungry. You're not begging. I mean, you don't have to wash your hands anymore. You don't have to shower anymore. You don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. I mean, it's germ-free. There ain't no germs up there. I mean, why would you want to miss out on all that? All the fun, all the action, all the food, all the drinks. I mean, just, wow, you get to rest whenever you want. But it's sad that people miss out on the action, all the positive things that God has for them in storage. They have no idea what God has for them in storage. And the people choose to miss out on it. They choose the other place instead. Because they don't want what God wants to show them. They miss out on all the action. And the sad thing is they choose the other place instead, the horrible place. Yeah, they choose make a fire instead of what the Lord wants them to do. That's so sad because when you go up there, it's going to be like the most heavenly experience you'll ever have. No more tears, no more crying. Oh yeah, no jealousy either. There's no jealousy up there. And no cheating, no sleeping around, none of that. All the negative stuff, it's not up there. No going up there saying, that's one cheat on me, that's a girl. No, ain't none of that up there, trust me. No cheating, no sleeping around, none of that. All the negative stuff, nah, it's not up there. Everybody know each other, everybody get along. I mean, there's no worries, and there's no, how come he get more words than me, no jealousy, no, none of that. So, yeah, all that, there's none of that up there. Everybody gets along with everybody. It's like the greatest feeling ever. I mean, because, everybody knows everybody. You're not an outsider up there, that's for sure. And you're not an outsider up there, and you're definitely not, you always belong. You're not an outsider, and you definitely don't feel alone up there at all, period. Like you do on earth. So it's so many positive things because the Lord has a heart for you when you have a heart for Him. Just don't deny Him, because Yeah, He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you to be up there with Him. Cause he just don't see you down at the other place. He just don't see it that way. The Lord sees you partying with Him, loving Him. Yeah, He just want to wrap your arms around you and tell you welcome home. But He just wants you to celebrate your heart with Him. He just want to celebrate with you. That's all. He don't see you down there like a fire. He really don't. He just don't see you down there. He just wants you to be part. He just wants you to be part of His kingdom, part of His world. But that's how much love He has for you. He loves you that much. He's willing to give you a chance, willing to share and celebrate His love with you and His kingdom with you. So, it's something to think about. I mean, why would you want to give all that up? Because it's such a shame people just give all that up for stupid mistakes they made that cost them their lives. Now they have the other place for rejecting Christ, man. And the way God's heart feels about it, He's crying right now. He's really sad and crying because everything that He accomplished for people to make it in heaven, they never made it. They chose the other place instead. Because all they had to do is get their life to Christ, and so simple, just open their heart, and they chose not to. They chose to open their heart to Satan instead. They didn't make a wise choice. And when the Lord goes down there, and when people have out-of-body experience, and the Lord goes down there and lake of fire in hell and see all them souls down there, it grieves His heart. It makes Him cry, makes Him sad, because all them souls could have been saved. All them souls could have been in heaven with Him. All them souls down there. All them souls. Because they missed out on the greatest party ever. The greatest heavenly experience ever. And they chose to go the other way. And it grieves God's heart. It grieves Jesus' heart. He's hurting inside because of that. And He don't want to see them souls down there. He don't recommend it. He recommends you go with Him. Because it hurts to see all them souls down there. And it hurts His heart. And it makes Him cry, makes Him sad. Makes tears go down His eyes. When you see all them souls down there. Because they didn't make a wise decision. They forced themselves down there voluntarily. So they made a choice not to join Lord's heavenly experience and had the greatest party, or they chose fire for all eternity, which is a wrong choice to make. Yeah, but the Lord doesn't want you down there. He wants you up there with Him, partying, singing, dancing, enjoying music, celebrating, the wedding feast, eating. He wants you to do all that with Him. He don't want you down there with, in a lake of fire. It's just not worth it, man. Trust, it's just not worth it. It's not worth your soul either. Because first of all, there's no water down there. There's no water, no food, no place to stay, no rest. You're just tormented day and night. Demons and witches are down there, and they will torment you day and night. And different levels of hell down there too. And monsters and demons down there you would never imagine. Trust me, they're down there. They're waiting for you. They are just waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They are waiting. Trust me. Believe me, they are waiting. But the Lord doesn't want you down there. The Lord's waiting for you too. He's waiting for you to make a decision and give your life to Him. And not, give a life to the other person. But anyway, yeah, trust me, the Lord gave people, He gives people second chances. He gave Tupac a second chance, and look what happened to him. Yeah, I know it's a rumor, it's a debate whether he's alive, or it's a huge debate. It's ridiculous. He gave him a second chance, and he blew the second chance, and wow. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of Tupac fans out there. And 50 Cent, he gave him a second chance. He ravaged his shot up, the Lord gave him a second chance. But 50 Cent's still alive. He ain't dead. He's still alive though. You know, he got a second chance. But he's still getting judged though. Believe it or not, rappers will be judged. So they die in their sins, they will be judged. Believe me. They won't be at the Bema seat either. Trust me. But anyway. Yeah, so that's the greatest feeling in the world to be at the Bema seat receiving rewards. But let me stop you right there. Not everybody gonna see rewards. Not everybody. Trust me, guys. Not everybody gonna see rewards. Some people will have a greater judgment. Some people have greater rewards than others. Some people will have greater mansions than others. It all depends on what level you're on, and what you did with your works that the Lord gave you. What you did with them while your heart was beating on the earth. But He will testify fire though. But it all depends on what level of works do you have, and what level of works do you do. What motive in your heart do you have? It all depends on your motive in your heart. It's all about the heart right here. It all depends on what you did in this. That's the Lord gonna test you with this in the fire. But yeah, once you're at the Bema seat, He's gonna test you, see what kind of heart do you have for Him, and what type of work did you do? Did you do it for yourself, or did you do it for Him? Did you do it for the world, or did you do it for the Lord? But well, you'll find out. You'll see when you're at the Bema seat, when your fire is being tested, when your heart is being tested with fire. You'll know what kind of works that you did, whether you did it for yourself or for Him, for the kingdom or for yourself. But you'll find out if you get something or not. But if you get nothing, then you receive nothing. But you'll still be saved though. But luckily, you'll be in heaven at all. Period. But anyway. Yeah, as far as the rapture goes, I got a Bible verse I'll back that up, like all of my other videos. It's 1 Thessalonians 4:16-18. For the Lord Himself shall descend from heaven. That was the first part of my dream. He descended from heaven with a shout of a command, a voice of an archangel, and trumpet of God, and dead in Christ arise first. That part right there, and dead in Christ arise first, I was seeing souls shooting up in the air from left to right. Then the second part happened too. Then whoever made a lot left will suddenly be caught up together in the clouds, meet the Lord in the air. And so she would always be with the Lord. Therefore, card you another with these words. Yeah, when it says, and dead in Christ will rise first, yeah, it was souls shooting from left to right up in the air. Then those who remain alive shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. And that part was my dream too. When caught up together in the clouds, those souls shooting up from left to right, and Jesus was in midair. So yeah, He was in the distance, like way up there in the distance. And yeah, He was way up there in the distance, and He was just shooting souls, just shooting up there from left to right to meet Him in the air, like He said in His Word. And yeah, like I said, it was the greatest heavenly experience ever. But yeah, but we will be up there soon. It's just a matter of time of when. But yeah, He was like this up in the air. Let me show you guys. Yeah, He was like this up in the air, just like this. Yeah, He was in the midair just like this, and souls was shooting up from left to right. But yeah, He was like this in the midair, rapture, just like this. And we was here. We was all here, and I was in front of this. But yeah, I was at the judgment seat. This is what we all gonna be facing. But yeah, that's the second kind. But yeah, He was in the air like this, and this is where all it was all souls, including myself, in front of here. And that's where the souls are shooting up at. And that's where Jesus was. And he had a crown too, just like here. When I was bound down in front of the Bema seat, bound down in front of him, he had a crown just like this, right here. And same thing here. He had a crown here, just like this. He had a crown. When he was standing up, when I was bound down in front of him, he put a crown on my head. Yeah, so, yep, see, crown just like this. That was one of these crowns he had put on my head. Yeah. And this is what's going to happen to our works, and you've seen that already. But, yeah. But, yeah, so, yeah, he had a crown just like that. And, yeah, he was putting it on my head. And, yeah, that's when the party begins. They were celebrating. And, yeah, there was a lot of celebrating going on. The party jumped off, and, yeah, it was the most magical moment you can ever experience in your life. And you definitely don't feel like, outside there, you feel like you belonged. And everybody wanted to be around you. Especially me. Everybody wanted to cheer me on, be around me. It's like this, the Lord to cheer over one soul that you say the whole heaven will cheer over. One soul, one. Let me look that up real quick. Yes. Let me see here. Let me look that up real quick. Bear with me. Oops, hold on. Yeah, Luke 15:10. Yeah, Luke 15:10. Let me see here. Luke 15:10. Luke 15:10. Yeah, so, oh crap. Yeah, so, says, same what I tell you, there is joy in the presence of God, angels over a sinner who repents. Yeah, at least one soul gets in heaven, one soul gets saved. If you save at least one soul, the whole heaven repents. It's better for one soul to get saved than hell to get full. So, yeah, the Lord repents over one soul that gets saved, the whole heaven throws a party. It's somewhere in the same way I tell you there is joy in the presence of God, angels over one sinner who repents. Yeah, that's Luke. Let me find that real quickie. Time's running out fast. That is Luke. Let's see here. Luke 15:10. Here it is. Likewise, I say to you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. In other words, one soul is better than nothing. And we say at least one soul in your life, the whole entire heaven rejoices. They throw a party. They celebrate over one soul that repents. Better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. The Lord, He'll rejoice and smile over at least one soul, because one soul is better than nothing at all. So, that's good though. You see, at least save one soul. That's good. One soul who repents, the whole heaven rejoices. So, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's what it said. Likewise, I say to you, this is a joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. One sinner. I mean, one person repents, the whole heaven goes crazy with partying. One soul. But anyways. Alright, love you guys, and praying for you guys, and leave all positive comments and thoughts below. And yeah, reading for the New English Translation. In the same way, I tell you, there is joy in the presence of God's angels over one sinner who repents. And this is from my New King James Version. Likewise, I say to you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents. So, like I said, the heaven will rejoice over one soul who repents. One soul is better than nothing. So, alright, thanks for listening, guys, and leave all positive thoughts and comments below. And subscribe and pray for one another and love one another. So, love you guys, and hope to see you at the BMC and hope to see you in heaven. So, alright, guys, thanks, and God bless.